to Unpack Your Life. I'm Jane Bond, your host and identity strategist. This is the show where we go past the surface, past the performance, and into the real work. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, how did I get here? Not because your life fell apart, but because somewhere along the way, you disappeared. I know that feeling oh too well. I spent years building a life that looked successful while quietly losing the person I was underneath it. Until one day, I realized I had a choice. Keep protecting the life I had built or burn down the identity that was keeping me trapped. I chose the fire. That's why I created Unpack Your Life. This isn't a podcast about fixing your life. It's about uncovering the person who's been there all along. I'm Jane Bond, and let's unpack your life. I am so excited today. I have a wonderful, wonderful guest on here. She is my good friend. I've known her for years. We partied together, had some tears
together.
Yes, but I want to welcome you guys to Unpack Your Life. And I am your host, Jane Bond, your identity strategist. And this is the show where we go past the surface, past the performance, and into the real work, guys. Because most people don't have a motivation problem. They have an identity problem. And today's conversation is a masterclass in exactly that with my guest. Today's guest is someone I've known and who is very close to my heart for more than 2 decades. I think maybe 3. We first met in New York nightlife, where music, energy, and self-expression came alive after dark. But beneath the public identity is a personal journey. And today we're unpacking the story of courage, authenticity, reinvention, and becoming. Please welcome my guest, Miss Lina Bradford. But I want to tell you a little bit about Miss Bradford first. She burst onto the scenes as a dancer in 1990s. In the 90s, guys, if you remember the 90s, that was all party time. We had a great life. Performing in clubs, appearing in films, including Wigstock, the movie in 1994, and Woo in 1998, and hosting events before legendary DJs, including Frankie Knuckles, Larry Lavin, and Junior Vasquez. If you guys remember that, you were partying then. Encouraged her to spin like she spins today. Her first set was on her birthday at the Boys Life Party at Life Club on Bleecker Street, and blending 9-inch nails and murk to electricity to the crowd. She had electrified them. Early haunts included Spa Nightclub. That's where we met, which was amazing. Spa Night, right. This is the Kiki hour, guys. Spa Nightclub, Plaid on Thursdays, which was the best. She built a global reputation with her iconic and unparalleled residency in the Fire Island Pines from 2005 to 2015. And DJ sets in, guess what? Paris, Sardinia. I'm sure you guys got it. St. Montreal, Toronto, and Brazil. Other notable gigs include Coachella, right? Battle Hymn, Horse Meat, Disco, Mother Disco, the U.S. Open, and her triumph return to Fire Island after a decade away. I remember that one too. Today, Miss Lina hosts her hit podcast, Cutting Up. Would it be anything else? A Kiki with me and Lina and Connie Fleming. She spends residencies at Lina's Lounge at Cafeteria, which I love, every Friday night, and brings her sonic sermon every Sunday to sunset on the porch with DJ Lina, Sirius XM. A longtime activist, she serves as, is that Hedrick Martin? Global
Hedrick
and
Martin, yes. HMI.
Yes, thank you. I don't want to mess that up.
That's a good girl.
Lina, welcome to my show, Unpack Your Life.
First of all, that intro was everything. I think you're going to have to read my eulogy, but I ain't going nowhere.
Honey, I had to give it to him. I had to give it to him because you and I go back a long way.
You did that.
Okay. Did I eat?
Girl, you ate, honey. I'm like this. Well, I'm full. First of all, Jane, you look stunning. You look absolutely stunning.
You.
And like you said, you and I, we got a sisterhood of a Wimbledon situation of over 3.
Absolutely. But you know what? Yes, yes.
But like no time is because we had a little kiki beforehand. She's like, "Wait, girl, we gotta save this for the podcast." It's like no time has ever passed. The people that we came up with back in the day, it doesn't matter how often you see them. That love and that light and that remembrance
Oh
is
my
there.
God. I couldn't wait to get to the club to see you. I mean, you were
Vice
my
versa.
DJ. I was like right there. You were, oh, I was like,
But we
here we
became
go.
sisters. Like it
Right?
wasn't just a kiki with us. Like, yeah, we had our kiki, but we also spent time. We did things together. We just connected and it was
Absolutely.
like that. People, we didn't have the
Absolutely.
phone, so we were very personal.
Yes, we
That's what
were.
we're missing today.
And we were there all, I mean, to 4 in the morning, sometimes 6 in the morning, just
Hello.
laughing.
And we
And
just
it wasn't
kiki with
work.
Peggy and everybody afterwards, like the
Yes,
staff, and just having
yes,
fun.
yes,
It was a
yes,
family. It was a
it
family.
was. And Steve Lewis. It wasn't work.
Steve.
We were going to enjoy
It
our
was never
lives.
work.
People came in,
No,
the celebrities came in, they weren't celebrities to us. They were just
no.
people we
We were
knew.
their celebrities.
Thank you. And they loved partying with
They
us.
loved us and they felt safe because they weren't being
Yeah,
judged. We didn't want anything
that's
from them.
right.
Just have a good time. But if you're not
Exactly.
nice, then we just don't see you. That's how it was.
No, we don't because we're partying too.
Hello.
Don't forget we're there too to party. And you
Right.
know what I remember? I remember seeing it was you were one of the DJs I was with that night, and then it was Cameron Douglas, Michael Douglas's
Yes,
son.
yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
he would come on before you, and we would just sit there. I would be like amazed. I was like, oh my God, the music is so amazing.
We came from good
This
music, girl.
we came.
We
It's
came from
nothing
good
like it was.
music. Yeah.
Nothing like it was. Nothing
No.
like it was. The houses, the parties. Oh my God, I could go on.
The fashion, everything. It was just so carefree and
Oh
fun.
my God, you're so right. The fashion was fabulous. I mean,
Yeah.
Thursday nights were the nights.
Was the shit. People came to dress on Thursday.
Yes. And they don't do that anymore. I don't
No,
know
they don't.
why. I don't know why. And this starts our conversation, the beginning.
Yeah.
Identity before the world saw you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
Okay. You know
mm-hmm.
what? I love you so much. I have to just express that
Thank you,
because when I
sister.
remember when I first came back to New York, the first thing I said to Anthony, which is a very good friend of ours, I said, I need to go see Lina. Where is Lina? I mean, that's the first person I came to see. I came right to
You did,
cafeteria,
girl.
in there, and we were
Like no time had passed.
like no time had passed, and I was like, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful!" And
She's like,
we
look
were
at
always
this bitch. She
like
is still
sisters, didn't we?
flawless. Like you always just gave me the supermodel, like just body,
No, thank
face,
you.
everything, but also just like a personable, I see you type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like we
Oh,
were just like, it was like a family reunion when I met you. It's like, this is
I
kinfolk.
know. Dancing with you in the club at night. Oh God, we had so much fun, and you just throwing on the songs, honey. We would just
Girl,
go.
we were like
We would
this
just go.
because we were
Yeah,
dancing all the time.
all the time, and not to say we went out too,
Yeah, that
outside the
too.
club. Not, I tell you guys, we were friends. Me, you, Tatiana. Oh God, we had some
Yeah,
good
oh my
times.
God, that crazy girl. Ah!
Where is she?
She moved back to Canada. I think she's up in Toronto. I haven't spoken to her and I can't even remember when, but she was a Kiki, honey. Remember Bungalow 8 Days, girl?
Oh my God, yes, I do. I remember, but they
And One
opened up a
Oak.
club in London. They did open up
Yes,
a
yep,
club.
yep, yep.
That was
Amy opened one in London.
yeah,
And then Lot
Amy.
61.
Yeah. Oh my God, you better name them. You better name them.
Girl, and
God.
Bed. All on
And
27th
then,
Street. It was
oh
like
my
boom, boom, boom.
God, we still had a good time there.
The thing was back in the day, you could have 5 places to go to. And the
Absolutely.
music was going to be legendary every place.
Every place you went,
That's
and
how
everybody.
delicious and robust New York was.
I know. I know. I mean, I
These
think
kids
COVID
don't know
just kind of
nothing. They don't know
no,
nothing.
they missed it. I always tell them, I said, child, you missed it. You missed that. You missed a good time. You think you're having a good time in New York? No, no, no. No, no, no.
No.
You
And
missed
also,
it.
first of all,
Late
you're on your
90s,
phone, so you don't
2000s.
even have, you don't even communicate with people because you always think everything's here on your phone. If you just
Yeah.
lift up your head and talk to your right or your left, you can meet your
Oh, you
best
better
friend, you can
say
meet your
it.
boyfriend, you can meet your girlfriend.
That's right. You better talk about it. You better talk about it because that's true. Your head is always in your phone. Well, not mine. I'm trying to find my
Now,
people.
girl, hold on. But you know what it is? We come from that time where we know how to make a nice balance of the two.
Absolutely. And
You
just
know, like
enjoy ourselves.
that.
And I don't know if these young people are really enjoying themselves anymore. They don't
I
even
think
drink
they
anymore.
Girl, give me a tequila rocks, honey, and a splash of soda, and I'm good to go.
Okay.
Like,
All that
what?
drink. White
That was a
Patron. We would go from
right?
bar to bar. Because Spa had 3 bars. Which night before we
baby.
started, Steve was like, "Go
Exactly.
and get your life.
Right.
Get
And then
your
the
life."
other clubs took care of you. That club courtesy. Oh, y'all are coming from Spa. They would roll out the red carpet for us because we
Yes,
all
they
took
did.
care
Yes,
of each
they
other.
did. Yes, they did. They would roll
And
out
then
the
remember
red carpet for
Tuesdays
us.
when everybody would go to Bowery Bar and everybody was just, oh my
Yes.
God.
Oh my
That was
God.
social media time. Because everybody was off on Tuesday and they would go there and it was industry people just hanging out.
And they don't even know what social media is. The real social media was going out and being
That's
social,
right. That's right.
okay? And
That
enjoying your
part.
life and having fun. And we knew
Yeah.
everybody. That
Yep.
was our family. That
That's right.
whole industry was all family, and you knew
Yes.
everybody in it, especially if you
Everybody. Yep.
and New
That's
York
right.
City is the type of place
And
that
we took
you
care of
go.
each other. And we took care of
That's
each
right.
other.
We watched out for each other all the
Yep.
time, all the time. I mean, even some of the celebrities, they weren't celebrities to us. They were our
No,
friends. We would hang out with them.
absolutely. And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
also a lot of them started when we were coming up and they became
Yes, they
celebrities
were.
later on and remembered
Yes,
us.
they were. Yes, they were. I remember Lee. I remember Dean. I remember.
All of them. All of them. Yep.
Yes, all of them. All of them. Oh my God. Even Lee
Yeah.
Daniels. I mean,
Hello. Thank you. I mean, hello. I got woo from Lee from John Singleton because I was out in the club.
okay. And Laverne
All
was
of it.
sitting in my
All I mean,
office.
that's just
Laverne
how it
Cox.
worked. People
She
remembered
would
you like,
sit
oh, you
in
would be
my
perfect for
office.
this.
Yes. Miss Laverne Cox would come to my office, sit in my office, and talk to me half of the day. And we
That's
would just
right.
be talking about things. And I
Yep.
met her at Susan Batson's place. So,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
and everybody was just coming along. I mean, we're talking a good 20 years now.
Girl, a
Can
little
you
bit
believe that?
over.
Shit.
Girl, because honey, I've been DJing. I just celebrated on my birthday in April. Just not in the full industry, but only DJing 30 years. I started in
Wow.
96, girl.
Wow. Yeah,
It's
I
crazy
came
when you
back to
think
New
about.
York in 97. So, yeah,
I
I met you.
know.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is so amazing. But you know what? Those times will never die for us. We will
No,
always
never.
have,
And that's why
we
we
will always
have a
have.
zest for life is because we have that. And that will always be in us, keeping us young, making us feel young and looking young.
Absolutely. And that's what age is about. It's not
That's right.
your number, it's who
If you
you
give
are,
up
what
here,
you've done,
it's
you
done for
know?
you. If you give up here and you think you're done, it's all over. You have to
Yeah,
continue to want to do for yourself and make this gig called life better every day. I know I want to
exactly.
live my lightest, best version.
Oh, my light is bright.
Hello.
My light is bright. It never gets turned off. I'm
No,
like,
and
where
the thing
where
is,
are we going next?
that's right. And the wonderful thing about being enlightened and, tapping into your spirituality and yourself and also not sweating the bullshit and maturity is
That's
that
right.
you will not be around negativity. I'm already catapulted on the other side of the street even before it's even in my face because that's the way
Exactly.
the
As soon as it
divine
comes.
universe and the goddesses got me.
That's right. That's right.
Because
You
I'm not
have
even going
to.
to be confronted with it. It's just, I've always had these cherubs that have always manifested me through this and not
Absolutely.
around that. It's not for me. It's for you to do your
That's who
work.
you are. You always had a light. You always had a light. Hey, girl, what's going on? It's never been, oh, girl, I got this going on.
No.
No, it was
I
always
love
great
people.
energy.
Right
Energy.
back at you, sister.
Energy is fluid. You got to keep
That's
moving
right.
with it.
That's right.
You know,
Light knows light.
this, right? And recognize real.
That's right.
This brings me to my first question with you. When you think back to your younger self, who were you before the world told you who you should be?
Well, the thing is that how I was raised from a very spiritual Wicca grandmother is that you are going to be solidified and dipped in chocolate with who you are,
Ooh, I
with
love it.
what's inside, but also what's around you. So because I had that from my grandmother and my mother, I wasn't looking and I wasn't listening to anybody else. I knew who I was from the jump. I
Oh,
knew that I was a facilitator of love and light, and I've always had this way of tuning into people's energy and making them feel wanted, being an only child. So for me, I've always known who I was, and I've always known what my purpose was with bringing people together, whether it's public speaking, advocacy, DJing, acting, whatever it is. I'm giving you this, and it's my full heart.
I love it. I love it. You just said it, you knew your inner identity and the
And
expectations
also,
around you didn't
yes,
fully align. You knew already. You
I
were
did.
like,
I
okay,
did. And it's It's interesting you say that, Jane, because when people interview, they're like, who did you look up to, like thinking that it has to be some celebrity. I'm like, well, why do I want someone who
Nobody.
I don't know from a can of paint? I'm going in house.
Okay.
I'm going in
Okay.
house. My grandmother, my mother, the strong Aries women that we all are. You know what I mean? Like, don't
Right.
sleep. Like
Right.
that's. I need the attainable. I want the stuff that I can smell and touch. My produce.
Exactly. And not only that, these are the women's shoulders I stood on. I
Thank
didn't have to
you.
look over there.
No,
That's why I always
no,
say, when you know who you are, when you walk through a room, you're not coming by yourself. You're
that's
coming with
right.
your ancestors.
That's right.
You know
All of
who
that.
you
That part right
exactly.
there.
Right. You know why
And it
you
didn't
belong in
matter
this
that
room.
I was young and that, listen, we all were still learning our ways. It wasn't like I was some wise swami, but I'd come
Right.
from a proper gratitude in life and also
Love
educating
it.
myself. So when I had those things, still being young, I was learning and scraping my knees just like everybody else. And I loved every part of that. But because I was leading with that, kept me around the people who wanted to see and build me up and vice versa.
Leading with that energy will always keep you up.
It will.
Always. And your energy is just so powerful. People love you when they come around you. I mean, it's just goodness. You feel it.
Yeah.
How did music become a part of your story? What did
Well,
DJing allow you to express
it's
that words
interesting.
could
Well,
not?
this, Jane. I was a trained dancer from the age of 4. So I was with a dance company and I'd been dancing for 10 and a half years. And then I was, acting and doing commercials as a kid and blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah. And I knew from an early age that the life of a dancer was very short lived. So I left at, my height, if you will. And then, I was working in the clubs and I was hosting and performing and whatnot. And then in, what was it, 96, um, it was a dare. It was a dare from Frankie, my mentor, and it was a bunch of us, and we were all, together. And he was like, Lena, y'all, you've been turning us out on the dance floor forever. I'm like, yeah, but to DJ, because, if you look at that equipment, it looks very overwhelming. I'm like, but he's like, but you know the story, the way that you bring music alive. So I took
Mhm.
the Pepsi
Within your
challenge.
body. Are you there?
I'm here,
Oh, within your body, I said.
and I'm nodding. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, wait a minute. What happened here? Yes,
Oh
that's a
no,
beautiful.
that was a
Yes,
silent moment of yes, girl.
okay. Self-expression, and
Yes.
belonging.
Yeah.
So you
So it
felt
wasn't
that.
about getting in my head and feeling like, oh my God, I don't worry about my transitions and all that. That would
Uh-huh.
come along its way. And also because of, how I lead with love and light, people were on that journey with me and they were all rawing me up. So my people who have been there from the beginning to the end and then the new ones come in,
Mhm.
they love to see you build. They love to see you
Absolutely.
grow. And I've always
Absolutely.
made people feel like you're on this trajectory called life with me. So it's been an us thing, not a me thing.
I love it. I love that self-expression is something. That's a huge that train is moving and I love
Baby.
it. Because when you self-express, you're like out there. You're like, listen, get out my way. I'm
Yes.
doing me.
That's right. And you know that, Janie, you're very much the same. When we tap into that place where we're about ready to go to, we don't know what's going
Absolutely.
on until
No,
after you told me, I seen a photo or a video. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, because that's how involved I want to be with whatever
I
situation that
get
it
it.
is that I'm doing. If I'm talking to you, if I'm DJ, whatever, I want to be present. And I'm also never going to do a gig, show up somewhere, act, do anything if I don't feel like I'm right for my blood type. If I feel like I'm off and the algorithm is not algorithming,
Okay.
we're going to call it in and we're going to do it another day.
Okay.
Because
Because
mother
you
needs to
gotta know
reboot
when to
her
stop.
browser and people are coming for that love and light. And if I can't feel, if I don't feel like it's, manifesting within me that day, you can't fake the funk.
No, you can't fake it. I love that you said you just stop and say, let's recalibrate. I
That's
love it.
right. Look, no
Because sometimes
point is that important, honey, to be doing something to be giving a lackluster version of yourself. No, people are coming to
that's
see
right.
what it is that they know you to be. And
That's
listen,
right.
we all have our dips. Listen, I have my moments, but when I'm having my moment, guess what I'm doing?
Mhm.
I'm sitting right here having my meditation with these little Yorkies. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. That
I
hey,
keep it
listen,
cute and I put it on mute and I get all into Lena.
see, people have to have the courage to become, right?
That.
Okay? And
And I
understand
love
that.
the name of your show, girl. It says so much.
Yeah, you have to unpack. Girl, I had to burn the damn house down. Okay. But I try to tell people now that we have this show, you have to do it frequently so you don't burn the damn house down, because if you can't work through it, you're going to get stuck. So
Jane,
I had
it's
to
so
work through
funny.
it.
Girl, I don't know if you remember this, but I remember, especially when people are very connected to me in my life, I remember you saying that to me before you started this podcast. And it always stuck with me, that saying that you said. You said something about you got to burn. I had to burn down my house
That's
to
right.
rebuild and
That's
recalibrate,
right.
if you will. So
Okay.
having it be a full circle, not only
Yeah,
with where you are, but with the podcast,
absolutely.
all that.
Okay. Because you have to. Sometimes you just get stuck and you're like, wait, what is this?
Yeah.
Right?
I think
What
people are
is it?
afraid that when they hear that and they think that it's all over and oh my God. No, but guess what, darling? That's the wonderful part about life is that you get to curate this story. You get to write your storyline. And it can happen
Absolutely.
as often as it, but also don't be what I call the why me people. Why does this always happen to me? Well, guess what,
Yeah.
bitch? Because you're not
No.
dealing and dealing with it. So it's going to continue to keep coming.
Yeah. Exactly.
Same guy, all the situations are going to be the same because you're not rocking and rolling with the presence.
You have to. You have to rock and roll with it. You got to keep going. It's energy. You got to keep that energy moving. A lot of
Burn
people
that
get
shit
stuck.
down and
Burn
restart
the
your.
shit down and keep moving. My identity is
Yes.
important to me, and I want to be me 100% of the time. I can't sit and, complain and explain and boo-hoo.
It
Who
takes
got
more energy to do
shit?
that.
Yeah, you're stuck. If you
You're
don't know
stuck.
that you're stuck,
You're
you
literally
got
like
to
a
ask
gerbil
the
on
damn
that
body.
little thing you
Yeah,
do. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm just like, no, I've always said, it takes more energy to be boogie and ugly than it does to be kind. Like, you gotta
Mhm.
really think about being ugly.
That's right.
And
And it
that
takes a
shit will
lot of
show on the
energy.
outside too, and it will eat you up, honey. You are dead inside if you continue to. But some people have to go through that to find their way. Some get there, some don't. Some
Absolutely.
still have, but just really take that. Because we don't come into this world with prejudice and hate and all this stuff. Now, all that stuff
Yeah.
is taught. And guess what?
It's
It
so
can be
twisted.
untaught.
It's so twisted. And I
It is
always tell
twisted.
people, you have to unlearn a lot of things and rethink,
Girl, that,
because we're all
that
here
right there.
together on this damn planet. Okay.
Jane, I kid you not. I had this conversation with somebody the other day. I don't know if it was on my podcast or somebody else's or whatever, but I said, I still consciously, every single day, uncondition myself of the conditioning of life.
You have to
And you
unlearn
have,
shit.
but think about that because we've all been conditioned to think that life has been a certain way because life has been calibrated for some people of a different skin. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And
I know what
and,
you're
and
saying.
for us, different. So
Yeah.
guess what? Darling, no,
Different.
that's what they've taught us to think and do.
Hmm.
So you have to, one, get into you and also be around your tribe and uncalibrate that shit.
That's right. That's right. Because you know what? Listen, if you don't do an identity audit on yourself,
That
understand where you came from, where you're going, what you're
girl.
doing. You have to, because I was just having another conversation with someone, what we call an identity foreclosure on yourself. And
Ooh,
next thing you know,
not the
you don't even know
foreclosure,
what's
honey.
up.
Not the foreclosure. Lord have mercy. Girl, give me some. That was here, that is.
That identity foreclosure ain't nobody's business, okay?
Girl, you been foreclosed.
It was so unbelievable. I was sitting at home one day and I was like, you know what? I had to do so much when I was unpacking my life. I had to figure out who I was and where I was going and what happened to me. And I said, you know what? I need to do an audit on myself. And I was like, okay, identity audit. And then I was like, okay, so what's that about? What about deconstructing what happened with you? How do you do that, Jane? How do you deconstruct that? So,
Yeah.
okay, now we have to do, see what's going on with my whole life. We have to do that foreclosure, that equity, that
All of
deconstruction.
it. Yes,
I have to figure it
yes.
out and then construct something else here and go into a total rebuild. I was like Jamie Summers.
That's right. Hello. Hold on a second. Don't make me take you to the bionic woman now, honey. Come on,
Yes,
Jamie.
I had to be Miss Bionic
The
Woman.
female.
Got her over there in the corner.
Oh, and then
Powers of night.
and we got Sharon up there too, honey.
Okay, that's
And
right. I
Charlie's
love it.
Angels
Oh my
and
God,
Kim.
I love it. Yes, yes. I know I was gonna have the best Kiki with you.
you know
I love it. I love it. Yes, because Miss Summers, she had to get us together. You know,
down.
please. It's a crazy life out here, and we
Yeah.
have to. all stick together. When you go through identity, reinvention and self-acceptance, that takes a lot of
Yeah,
self-faith and really trying to
it
understand who you
does.
are. Because I
Yes.
was telling someone else, I said, listen, you can either live your life by design, which we do, or live it by default.
Or
You
by
know, and
somebody else.
okay, okay, okay. Some
Literally
submissive, crazy
walking around like a
bullshit.
fembot, you know what I mean?
Thank
Like the
you.
pod people. I
Okay.
can't.
And there's a lot of pod people today.
There is. And I feel like it's so interesting.
Hmm.
I was on a date like probably about a month ago with this guy, and we were sitting in a middle table, and there were two tables on the side. But when we got there, there was nobody on the two sides. Then later on, a husband and wife came with their daughter. Then a family came.
Right.
As soon as they put their order in, they were all on their phones. And
Oh my God.
I kicked the date underneath the table. I was like, look at this. I felt like we were the
Uh,
awkward ones. I was like, these are literally pod people. I'm like, why are you
yes.
guys here? You could be at home doing this.
And why are your phones here? Have a
Why?
conversation.
You're with family. Like they spoke
Yeah.
for a minute and then they were all on their phones.
Yeah.
It looked weird.
And then they eat and it's over.
Oh, we had family time.
Yeah. That's family time.
Wow.
Right. With
That's
that being said,
scary. That's
what
pod people behavior.
100%, 100%. Lena, many people feel they are living a life that was chosen for them, as we just spoke about. What would you say to someone who feels very disconnected from who they truly are?
I say one, you have to look to your house.
Right.
Look into
Internal.
your house, and also you have to look at the people who it is that you think that you look up to. If they're
Mhm.
toxic, you're toxic.
Absolutely.
You're
You better be.
toxic by default. So you have to just make certain that, and if you're having that inclination, you obviously have still good qualities in you that you want to, bring out to the world. You know what I mean? Come
Reemerge?
to
Yeah,
fruition, if you will. So I
absolutely.
always say, really look at home, look at the people that it is that you spend your time with. That makes a
You
huge
have to.
difference. I'm
You have to.
everything because of my tribe. And listen, being a public person, you're giving a lot of yourself out to people, but my privacy is my privacy, and therefore my people are my people. And they make it possible for me to get out there and be able to give that love and light to other people. But I'm no
Absolutely.
good to nobody if I'm not good to myself and the people around me.
Yes. So, what does freedom mean to you?
Living by my own set of unwritten rules.
And I know
Having
that.
baby girl, because we lived that. When we met, it was that.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I
Right.
see you.
Hmm?
I don't like feeling pigeonholed or structured or labeled. Label's something that I wear, darling, and I wear my labels, but I'm not
I
a
love
label.
it. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yes.
listen, yes, I am a biracial woman of trans experience, but I'm also Lena. I'm a dynamic woman
Always
before
Lena.
anything. And anybody that meets me knows that, first of all, you feel my love and light come to you before anything else.
Hmm.
So and again, you got to be real dipped in chocolate or vanilla or yellow, whatever your situation is with who you are to be able to go out into this gig called life and be able to not allow people to get in your ear. Like, I've always known who I was, and
We're under
nobody's
your
going to tell me any
skin.
different.
That's right.
And
That's right.
especially if you don't sit on the toilet and shit and pay my bills, baby, why am I bothered with your mascara? You mean nothing to me, and what you say about me means nothing to me. Like, I
I
can't.
love it. I love it. I love
No,
it.
no, no, not today, Satan. We're not doing that. So
Okay.
you
Get
got to
away
you got to
from
beat to
me.
your own drum and make sure your house is right and clean.
Definitely. Definitely.
You know?
As a DJ, you read a room and create energy
Oh
all day
yes.
and all night long. What have people taught you over the years about joy, connection, and humanity?
Um, to always be present and be thoughtful of other people's time and energy. I always say you don't know where you're going if you don't know where it came
Hmm.
from.
Hmm.
Get out of your phone, because there's a lot of things you can't Google by having a conversation of your predecessors of how it is that you got here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So you ask somebody a question, and they go,
Oh, and they think they know
it's like
everything. I'm like,
Google
first
it.
of all,
Google what?
Google what? First of all, you've only been here for 2 minutes and you're trying to tell me something and act like you know everything? Have a seat, honey. Have a
Okay.
seat.
Okay.
I don't go through. this life acting like I know everything. If you ask me
Right.
something, if you're coming to me, I'll give you some of the life experiences that I've gone through. But I'm not gonna be a preacher. If you feel like something
Hmm.
taps into you and you feel something of my algorithm that matches yours, baby, all day long we can Wimbledon that energy back and forth.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
But
I
I'm not
love
here
it.
to preach. I'm just here to, just show you, like, look, life can be a little easier than you think it is. It's not that
Absolutely.
bad. It's actually, I look at life like a video game, a really fun one.
It is. And
And guess
guess
what?
what?
I
Every
get
time
to
we start
restart the
moving,
game anytime I want,
okay.
like you were saying.
I
I'm
love it.
winning,
Okay. Fine. Is there
girl.
a piece of music or song that just lights up your journey or
Oh,
tells your
girl.
story?
You know me being a music head. I mean, that's a hard one. I mean, listen, I'm a
Because there's
classic
an
rock
album.
chick. I'm a classic rock chick before anything. Like, I'm a Led Zeppelin girl. If I put on a Led Zeppelin moment at home, a record, and I'm just feeling a certain way, that will always give me life. You know what I mean? House music
Mhm.
wise, I mean, you could just give me anything from anything in the 90s, girl, and that will just take me there, because we were just coming up for the best music ever.
Ever, ever,
I
ever.
mean, Love and Happiness, India, come
Yes.
on. Like,
Oh my
you got
God.
me up,
Yes.
Dajay. Come on. You
I
got me
know.
up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Honey, it's
I got
raining men.
goosebumps. Like, that's the power of that music. It was like, it was just speaking of the moment. It was carefree and it was
Mhm.
brother, it was sister, it was love.
And it was so freeing. Oh my God. I mean, you would just hear it and everybody would run to the dance floor.
Baby
Music
girl.
floor. Matter of fact, we never came off the dance
Girl,
floor.
I was about ready to say, honey, they'd kick us out of the club, honey. I'm like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Love when you come from behind the booth and just start dancing with us. I
Oh,
was like,
you know me,
yes, let's
girl. The spirit's in me, honey. Come on, let's do this. And I live Jane come from around the bar. I'm like, girl, we just gonna leave
go.
our shit. And people were about, yeah, get it. Not like,
We
I
had
need my
such a
drink.
good time.
No,
Oh,
bitch. We're carrying.
yes, we did carry all the
We
time,
carry.
all the
We
time.
always carry.
Yes,
Like you said, it was never felt like work. I knew when I showed up and we were on the same shift doing together, bitch, we knew we were gonna have a time.
time, all the
And
time.
we were right
And
next
not
to
just
each other.
people,
Yeah, that
everybody,
and
Anthony.
And
Oh my
all of
God,
them, all of
Anthony.
them. But Jane, it was fierce. Like, they should have never sat us next to each other because my booth was right next to you.
I know,
You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
And I was
Like, it was
like, you
kind of
ready for
fierce.
this
They're like,
tonight? You was like, girl, you ready for this? Miss Bunny, everybody would be there. We were, oh my
yes,
God, let's go.
exactly.
Let's go. I
Oh, and Miss
loved it. I loved
Megan,
it.
Megan. Oh,
Miss
I can't.
Megan, yes, yes. Peggy
Yeah.
come marching to the club. What's going
I
on?
mean, oh, and Daryl, remember security Daryl?
Yes, all of them. And Peggy
They
dressed
all had.
black.
Everybody had your back. From it
Yes,
was, and there was no status. Like the bar backs. We were all one.
all
There was none
one,
of that
all one.
hierarchy kind of bullshit that goes on, what I
No,
hear
it
now.
wasn't.
No.
No, no,
Like,
it
this
wasn't.
is my cousin, this is my brother, this is my sister. You know what I mean? Like, we just,
We watched so many people evolve into beautiful, I mean, between the models, the actors, I mean, all of
girl,
them, even the staff, they were
hello.
absolutely stunning. Okay.
Amazing. Everybody.
And the
And
barbacks,
like you said, to
models
see where they're
wearing
gone, you
uppity.
know what I mean?
Oh,
Hello.
yeah,
You never
yeah,
know. And that's where people feel like they get very sad. Like, if you ever been out with somebody who is rude to a server, I'm like, yeah, this date is over. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
those,
It's
yeah.
that type of
Don't even be
mentality. I
here.
can't. No.
Yeah,
And you think
don't
that's
even be.
cute?
Exactly.
Like, what do you get out of
Exactly.
that by thinking that? See, you know what it is? It was those people who were picked on by, they thought, the popular people who put them down or whatever, that now they got to do that to feel like validated or something. I'm like,
Well,
that
that's what
makes you
people
look
do,
stupid,
That's the worst thing happens. That even happens in corporations.
honey.
Most people, when they're in a certain position and they get
Yep.
into that position, they'll treat the people horrible, just like the person did that was higher than them
It
in
doesn't matter
authority.
how old you are, people will still be tired and tangy and shady.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true.
Same thing with
It's
dating. You think that, I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't wait to get older, to finally be with men who know how to treat a woman. No, bitch. No.
no,
The men are
still,
still boys. Just because
you
you're in a
still,
fully developed man body doesn't mean that your mentality's there, honey, because you're still a
no,
child.
That's so true.
And it's funny, I
So
saw
true.
something I sent to a few of my girlfriends on Instagram a couple weeks ago, and this woman was speaking or whatever. She's like, men really don't like women. And I was like,
Oh my
and she
God. I
elaborated.
have this conversation constantly with my friend.
And I was like, and I listened to her. I was like, they're like, they only want what they can get. Like it's like it's not even a transactional thing. It's like I want to take this from her, but I want nothing else. Like they don't emotionally. They have a better
No, they don't
emotional
have the emotion
relationship
to give.
with with their best
Yeah,
friends as opposed to women.
yeah.
They just
They
want
don't
to
have the
use
emotion
us.
to give them.
Absolutely, because if you think about it, and if there's, I'm not saying all men, there are the rare exceptions that you meet a good man who was raised right by his mama and knows how to treat a woman right.
That's right.
They're
That's
very
right.
far in between because, especially in the times that we're living now, everybody's swiping. They're looking for the next best thing, so they're not really giving
Okay.
you themselves.
No, they don't have time. They're too busy looking.
As you're good
That's why
looking, you're
identity audit comes into
right.
play. You can audit
Thank
yourself,
you. That
you
part.
know. And then I know a lot of young women, like beautiful young women that are executives that are making money that are out here. They are lonely. They can't find a good guy.
Jane,
They
do you
want,
remember when we
and
were
not only
coming up?
that,
Yes. Do you remember when we were coming up and it was like, oh my God, a man will appreciate a successful woman. Oh, on the contrary, darling.
on the
They
contrary
are
now, no, no,
threatened
no,
by
no,
us.
no.
They cannot take us.
They
We
cannot
don't need anything
handle
from
it.
them. And that's the
No.
thing. They need to feel like they're needed and wanted. I'm like, darling,
And
listen, I don't need a
my
man for
mama told
nothing.
me that. My mother said that to me just last week. She said, you know what? These women are leading the force these days. They're the ones with the beautiful cars. They're the ones with the beautiful clothes. They're the ones who go out to dinner with their girlfriends and travel the world. They don't want to be bothered. And these men, they are not meeting them where they're at. Even
And
if
that's
you
why they
don't
get
have
these
the
young
money.
girls who don't know any better. And it's just like, oh my God, don't you want to be challenged? No, they don't want to be challenged. They don't want a
No,
successful woman on their arm. They
no.
want somebody they can
I'm
control. They
afraid.
want a fembot.
I need them to come on Unpack Your Life because all of them need to
Thank
come
you.
unpack their
Thank
damn
you.
lives.
Thank you.
Okay? Because a
We
lot
need
of
to
them,
get
they
to
don't,
the
they say they want it, but then when
no,
they get it, they're
no.
afraid of it.
Well, that's just again, they're just saying what they think we want to hear. I'm like, well, darling, don't you know I already got your number? And I already know that this is not even a conversation we're going to have. Because I know where you're coming from, and I know you're a 2 minute brother.
Okay? That's why Carrie and Bradshaw and them kept Sex in the City going for so many years because they had each other.
They had
They
each
had
other, and
each
that's all
other.
you need is your good Judies, honey, and that's it.
A friend of mine, he was saying to me the other day, he said, you know what, Jane? The Golden Girls, they had their shit
They were
together. They
everything.
stuck together. Yes.
That's
Yes. They
that's
said
the
they
that's the
didn't
that's the
together.
goal. That's the goal.
Okay. You what else are you going to do? You have your girlfriends, you cry together, you eat together, you go out together, you hang out together, you look after each other, and you
That's
live
right.
together to cut down them damn bills.
That
But
is
that
the
is
that.
that
That
part,
is the
right?
best emotional relationship that we can ask for because just think about it. Even my girlfriend, my esthetician Elsa, who was doing my facial before I came to you.
And it looks good, mama.
Oh, thank you, baby girl. From one to
Skin
the
is
other.
glowing.
We were
I
saying,
love it.
she's like, this guy, who I've known for 20 years, and we get together physically just every once in a while, take the edge off. I was like, yeah, I get that. She's like, and he spent the night over. She's like, and I realized if I ever got into a relationship, he'd have to have his own bedroom. I was like,
Okay.
exactly. Or even his own apartment. Because we have gotten so
What?
I'm good with my Yorkies. Listen, when we want to get together, we want to have dinner, we want to have a little cuddle, that's fine. But then you know what? When I go to bed, I want to zhuzh, I want to put my bonnet on. I don't want to worry about nothing. I don't want you kicking and breathing on me heavy. I don't want it.
Yeah. And people think that's crazy, but years ago, people did not sleep
They
together.
no, they did not.
Okay.
And now you
Take a
understand it.
lesson from Desi Arnaz and them.
That's right.
They did not sleep together. They
No.
didn't make those shows for nothing,
Right.
you
And
know?
listen, there are the couples that, if they started young together, yes, now they have a codependency
Yes,
on one another.
yes,
But
yes.
nowadays, it's not like that, honey.
No, people need their space. And
Yes,
it's
they
nothing
do.
wrong with that.
There's
They
nothing
think,
wrong with that.
what is this? What's going on? Nothing's going on.
Right.
It's just
Everything's a new design, baby.
the
We get to
space.
write our story.
That's right. And life is very independent these days. And guess what? We didn't do this by ourselves.
No, we did not. And I also
Okay.
say, too, I mean, listen, ladies, all the ladies out there listening, you've got to when you're dating, you've got to have like 3 or 4 on the pot. You really do, because First of all, we're such dynamic women. There's never going to be one guy, and if there is, surprise the fuck out of me, okay? Who is ever
Okay?
going to hit all of the things and all of the qualities that it is that us
No.
women have. So therefore, you got to dissect and pick one from one and the other. You know what I mean? And also, they never stick around that long. So therefore, guess what? One dropped off. All right, put another one on the chessboard. You know what I mean? Therefore, it
Okay?
continues to keep it going, and it's like one relationship, if you will.
Okay? Listen, audience, this is the real ugly truth.
This is what we ladies got to go through right now. That's what I'm juggling. And it's like, until and if that person, that mythological man, exists within one person, listen, and
Mm-hmm.
listen, I'm not out there playing. I'm like, listen, I'm also talking to a few other people. It's not like I'm having, physical relations with them. Maybe I am with
Absolutely.
one, but it's about the connection. And at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want somebody that we can talk to, that we can have a feeling
Absolutely.
with. I want to
Well, they
be able to be around you, or
listen,
else I'm good.
everything begins with identity. I don't care what anybody say.
And
Know,
communication and
know
consistency.
thyself and know thy lover.
Thank you.
Okay?
And communication and consistency. If you don't have consistency and communication and empathy, we've got nothing.
Exactly. And the responsibility to each other, which is respect.
But Jane, how can we expect them to have respect for us when they don't even have it for them damn self?
Well, that's
They don't
no,
have their
yeah,
own identity. That's why they need
no.
to come on and unpack it, honey.
I just they gotta come to this show and unpack their damn lives
Because if you
because
do,
I'm saying
you're
it.
never going to be playing
No,
somebody. It's
and you
just not in
have.
your it's not in,
You're right, and they have to be able to see it through our lens.
well,
Not
that's the
only
thing. They
theirs,
have to want to.
they have to want to. You're right.
And they
You're
don't
right.
want to. They don't want to lighten their load because they're living in a cloud. They've already curated an alternate universe in their head of how they think this works.
Well, they have to learn how to navigate another direction because it's not going to work.
Especially where they are right now. If they've already gotten this place, they've already had people be the yes people. Yes, yes, go ahead. And there's been those women who don't challenge them, giving him the okay to live this way through life. And then we're
Absolutely.
supposed to deal with them.
And then that's when they come. This is what I'm talking about: identity foreclosure. Okay, they foreclose
Girl,
on
that
those
is
thoughts.
everything. I'm sorry. That needs to be
Okay,
on a t-shirt.
okay. They just don't know, and it's not fair to each
No.
other as human
Yeah.
beings. We're all in this planet together. If
Thank
we
you.
can't be benevolent to all human beings, everyone that's breathing, even ants have rules. Shit.
Hello. Thank you.
Okay,
And think about this, Jane. Think about every guy that you went out with.
not
Who the next girl work this? Who the next girl benefited from because of what we put into that man.
because what we put in them, yes, that kind of energy, because listen, we know who we are. I had to peel the potato back a couple times and peel those layers back and people spend a lifetime owning who they are and knowing who they are, or even trying to
Mm-hmm.
find out who they are.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And, you got to do some soul searching and some navigating through that.
It's just, if you give it too much energy, it will be a succubus on you. I don't.
Yeah, it's
I simply don't
exhausting.
give it too much. I'm
It's
like, you know what?
exhausting.
Yeah, if it speaks to me and it feels light and lovely, because no relationship should ever, people get mistaken. It's not about compromising. It's not about so much fucking effort. It should be effortless, actually.
Definitely, but it's
It should be
never going to
effortless.
be
And I'm not
effortless.
trying to change myself for nobody, honey. I know who I am.
No.
I'm a wonderful person. Yes, I'll move the chair out for you so you can get by. But I'm not changing who I am because I know who I am. And that's not in an egotistical, pompous way. That's in a I know and I put work into myself kind of thing. So there's a
Doing
difference.
that
So
kind
don't
of
get that
work. Yeah,
misconstrued, honey. So if you're
that's
already getting
right.
that misconstrued, you're already not speaking my language. So we're good. So we're going to move on.
Absolutely. I mean,
Somebody's at my
huh.
door now. Damn. Y'all trying to bother me while I'm on an interview with my sister. Thank you, children. Oh,
Lena,
thank you.
what does living authentically look like now to you?
Liz answering this door for shoe sugar. Real authentic, darling. You know what it is? She loves her shoe sugar. Ah.
I love you. I love you so much. You are so look at them shoes, girl. I love when you do your little
Please repeat the
sashay coming
question.
past the cafeteria and you got your new outfit on. I'm like, go, Miss Lena. You know I'm a stalker. I watch you all the time, girl.
Wait, did I
You
lose
look
you, sister?
beautiful. I said you look so delicious all the time when you're doing your little strut down past the cafeteria. I'm like, here comes the new outfit. What are we doing tonight?
Okay.
Missing you, wishing I was there, looking, going, oh wow, why couldn't I be there tonight? And I'm here.
Sister, we need to see each other sooner than later.
Yes, we do. Yes, and I
This has
have to say,
given
I
me.
love your show. I do
Thank
love
you,
your show.
Mama. I can't wait to get you
It's
on
because
the
it's so
show.
real. It's so real. And you guys just look like you're having a ball. I listen to a lot of podcasts and they're so, like reserved. And I'm like, come on, let's enjoy
Let
this. Enjoy
go.
this. We only
Hello.
got one night to live. Let's
That's right.
enjoy this.
And stop being so guarded. Just like people want to see you
Yes.
pick your nose
Let
and
go.
sneeze,
Let go.
Yeah.
Let go. Let
And
go.
people can
Just
tell
let
when
go.
you're being contrived and you're holding yourself back.
Yes. Yes. I
Like,
love
look
it.
at it. It's just two girlfriends talking, having a kiki, but
That's right.
also spitting some real knowledge.
You better say it. You better tell them
We
because they
got under
don't
the
know. They're just
hood.
sitting
We
here.
cleaned it. We changed the tire. We did all the things,
The
honey.
oil.
With these.
I love it. I
Jane,
love it.
goddamn, I miss you. This has given me life. Just looking into your face and talking to you,
Aw,
it's just like it's the biggest hug right now. I
I
love you,
know.
sister,
I
and I
love
love
you
your
too.
show. And I've always been so proud of you and your grind.
Thank you so much. And I can't
You
wait
are
to
a
come on the
goddess.
show. Thank you.
You know, it's so funny. Whether I have, and you know me, like I love being tan and freckly. You know what I mean? And when I wear makeup, yeah, I wear very little because I like to take care of my skin.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, the last
You
every time I'm out, people,
don't have on any makeup. This
none,
shit
I have
is
nothing on.
glowing. Glowing.
But people are like, what is going on, Lena? Like, why are you getting younger? I was just like, when we're talking
Honey,
about
getting
it's
that skin clean.
happy, it's happiness too. You know what I mean? Obviously, water, working out, all that
It's
stuff, but
like,
it's being happy,
yeah.
lightening your load.
Yeah. Because people, they carry so much with them
They
that
do.
was never theirs to choose. That's
No,
what this
that's
is
not your
about.
journey.
Unpacking
No.
your life. You cannot carry what was never yours. It's
Yeah,
too much. It's just
yeah,
too much to even hold on to because it makes
yeah.
you ugly inside.
It
And people
does.
don't
It
get
does.
that.
It eats you up,
It
honey.
eats you up.
I remember people always thinking that we were related. And I'm looking at you right now like, we
That's
totally
true.
look
We
like we're
did.
related.
We did.
Like, you're so gorgeous.
And people are like, damn, y'all.
And then we got our heels on.
Yes.
And
I tell you, you kept that body in place now, mama.
you already know, girl. Come on now. Miss Casey Duke, she don't mess around, honey.
No, I
She
know.
get,
We got the same kind of features, honey.
oh,
Don't you know?
absolutely.
And those
If
teeth.
I put some freckles on you, they'd be like,
Oh, I
okay, they're
know.
twins.
I always love your freckles. And you got a little lightness in them eyes, honey. You're a pretty girl. You know that,
You're
baby.
pretty girl, bitch. You're pretty. You're real pretty. People been telling you pretty for a long time, right?
I can't stand you.
My heart is little. I got literally goosebumps right now from
Oh
talking to
my
you.
God.
That's how
We
happy
had
and how
so
much
many good
light.
times. We had some good times. We used to go out, you, me,
Yeah,
Tatiana,
yeah.
Phaeton. We went out with Phaeton one
Yes,
night.
yes, yes.
Oh my God.
But
And we would go out and people would look at us. I mean, we were all tall, we were all thin.
just striking and also
Yeah.
turning looks too.
Beautiful
But it was
clothes.
our energy too, and people were
Yeah.
drawn to us. They were
And
just
we
like,
were always laughing.
that was
Always.
the Sex in the City moment right there,
Yep.
girl.
Yes, it was. Those you guys were my Sex in the City friends when I moved to New
Absolutely.
York.
Hello.
I lost everybody. I was like, God damn, what
We
happened?
had every flavor in that group, honey.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
It
And
was a new reboot of Charlie's Angels, honey.
yes, it was fun. We had so many good times just going out to eat, just talking,
Just
laughing,
leaving the house
and then going to work till 4 or 5
and
in the
then
morning.
going to work. Exactly.
Oh my God. Bring back so many great memories.
And girl, you already know. Anytime you want to come, you come stay with me. I have a huge home. You'll have your own bedroom.
I love it. You have invited me so many times to
I
Fire Island.
have, and I want you to know it is always open and use it, girl.
Oh, I know.
You acting like you over on the other side of the world, girl. Please.
I'm 90 minutes away by train.
Girl, there is no excuse.
I always had the thought in my mind. I said, when I get married, I can't wait. I'm gonna be on the beach with all my friends. We're gonna be rolling in the sand, laughing. No gown. We're gonna have on just white linen. But it'll be like the white party. Girl, love it.
We don't need to get married to have that party, honey.
No, and guess what? Tomorrow night. That's
You better
Thursday
work.
night. That was our night. Thursday night.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Hello. I
Oh
love
my
that we're
God.
doing this a day before Thursday.
God. I just think about all the good times. That's
Well,
all.
we got, guess what? We got more to
We
put
got
in.
more, plenty more to
Okay.
come.
So
Yes.
let's do a pinky promise. A
All
promise
right.
that
Here we
starts
go. Here we
one,
go.
speaking and seeing each other more, sister.
Absolutely. Well,
Okay.
I called you a few times. Miss Lina, what are you doing? You would call. I love about you. You picked the phone right up.
Always. Girl, if I see you, I'm picking it up.
No.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I will
Yes, you
always
do.
have
I
that
just want
love
to
for
kiss
you.
you. I just
I
want to
want to
kiss
kiss you too, woman.
those sparkly cheeks, Mama. I'm coming to New York just to get my damn face
Come
done.
on. We're going to get you. You're going to get the facial, and then we go out for cocktails.
Oh my God! Wait till they see this podcast. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God,
Girl,
we
it's going
should
to be,
really
oh, my
get
honey. You know, we're
on."
going to be, I'm going to eat my popcorn watching and cackling, honey.
We got to see the real Jane Bond because a lot of people they think
Yeah.
I'm like this reserved conservative person. I'm
But
like,
you know
no,
what it is, Jane? You're meeting people on their energy and what they need.
absolutely,
But this
absolutely.
was what we both needed. We
Yeah,
both needed this. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It was
yeah.
just kind of like a, ah.
I know, and that moment is so good. You
Yeah,
know, when I do speak to people that I really love, that energy just flows.
it
You know, I
does.
didn't even have to
And it goes into other
ask.
areas too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and even asking the questions we're covering as we speak because our lives are unpacked. You know,
Yeah.
people ask me, Jane, if you could speak to your younger self, what would you tell your younger self? To girl, get with who you are now, because you might have been a little bit more boring back then, but now this is
That's
the
right.
time. You're
That's
having the
right.
time of your life, you know?
I would never want to go back and be younger again. I love where I'm at.
No, 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 no. I don't want to ever go back.
Wisdom is the gift of life, honey.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It deteriorates. I would feel so much pain and hurt for other people, and they didn't give a fuck. And
No.
I took their pain on being an empath. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
Mhm.
oh my God. And I was always like, I want to get to the place where I don't care, not in a callous way, but that I don't care that it hurts me.
Oh God. Yeah. People can be very mean sometimes. You
Yeah.
know, and I
Whether
don't.
they think that they are or not, they just don't think.
Yeah, they don't see it or feel it, and then I can't understand when they walk away and act like it never
Unbothered.
happened. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. When you have an argument with someone, you have to know where you're taking that argument. And the argument usually goes in nowhere. And the person that thinks they won, they usually go home and feel bad.
Well,
Okay,
Jane,
they
that
may
is
not admit it
so on point. But
because
think
you
about
won't
it,
win.
sweetheart.
No one ever wins an argument. No one.
No, but that's the thing is if you're already going with the mentality that you're going into battle,
Hmm.
it's already lost.
It's already lost.
Because you
And
know
when
what?
you walk
All we got to
away,
do is just communicate and talk, baby. I am never going to fight anybody. Because
no,
first of all, it's beneath me.
exactly.
It's not my tone. It's not my vibe. Baby, let's talk. And if you
Communicate.
can't
Have a
talk, we
conversation.
got nothing.
That's right. That's right. You got to have a conversation.
That's right.
So authentic. You know, Lina, you're one of the most authentic people I know. I mean, you've been this person forever. And it's
Thank
a
you,
beautiful
mama.
thing, you know. I've run into a lot of people. We've both been all around the world, you know,
Yeah.
and traveling is just experience in life in itself.
Yep.
You know, and I think that's one of the biggest education you can have is to travel the world if you're
Amen.
fortunate enough.
That's
Because the
right.
people you meet, they don't want anything from you. They just
I
want
want
to get
nothing.
to meet you
Yeah,
and to
exactly.
know you because you're,
Culture.
yeah,
Get out of your
exchange,
backyard.
exchange of
Yes.
cultures. And that's a
Smell the
beautiful,
food. Talk to the people. Get their essence and their history.
yes,
It's everything. You
yes,
lose out on life if you stay in your backyard.
yes.
Take your backyard to somebody else's backyard
Okay. And have a
and have a
barbecue.
picnic. Yes, exactly. See?
Invite them to the barbecue. Shit.
Hello.
Stop
Let me
inviting the
taste your
wrong
collard greens. How
people.
your collard greens taste?
Yeah. Stop inviting the wrong people. Let's see what your food
Thank
tastes like and
you.
what my
Thank
food tastes
you.
like.
Stop going to the same barbecue.
Thank you. Thank you. Change the house.
Hello. Change that damn house, honey.
Find another identity
It
within.
all comes back to the identity in the damn house.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I love it. I love it. I
I
love it.
live for it, girl. We did unpack some Fisher. We spent some lovely acknowledgement today, honey.
Everyone needs to take their time and unpack their lives. I say unpack frequently so you can just ease on into it. But listen, do what you have to do.
That's
Okay.
right.
Because
And
I
if it gets to
believe,
that, don't hate yourself for it, honey.
yeah, you got
And
to
don't
get
feel
rid
like
of
it's
those
all
old
over
stories.
either.
Absolutely. You got to get rid of those old stories.
Mhm.
I want you
And
to
those
complete.
people around you who make you feel debilitated and
Absolutely.
pressured.
I tell people all the time, success and failure walk side by side. Don't get that part
Mm,
twisted either.
mm.
You could be successful one day and the next day is something
And
completely.
guess what? Those people will be out of your picture.
Oh, and guess what? The same ones you see going up, you see coming down.
Boom.
Okay. So don't get that twisted either.
Mhm.
Let me ask you something. I want you to complete this sentence. What's the most important thing you've learned about life?
The most important thing that I've learned about life is to always trust my inner gut.
Oh,
My inner gut has always been so
the heart.
on point with me, girl.
Mhm.
I live, and I have never ever been misguided by doing so. The one or two times that I ever questioned it was a lesson I needed to learn, and that was
Okay.
okay. But always, always, always just be very in tune with that, baby, because it will never steer you wrong
Never
in
steer you
any
wrong.
type of relationship,
Okay, stop. You
especially
guys,
in
I
yourself.
don't want to start this crying, girl. We're messing up makeup here.
Damn you, Jane. Damn, Gina.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
That's it, Mama.
yeah. That's it.
That's beautiful. I can see
Yeah,
that it touched you, and I'm so happy.
yeah. I'm so glad we had this. Get your broom, girl. Get your broom.
I'm
Girl,
right. Let me
you.
tell you.
If I didn't have a podcast with Concon, I'd be like, Jane and Lena need a podcast, honey. Okay.
Okay, because we were having,
Yeah.
oh God, we were just kiki all day. If you ever need a stand, then I'm there.
Baby, there ain't no standing in, honey. This is all on show, honey. Come on now. We might have to do spin-off shows, honey. Okay. Oh, you own so much real estate in my heart. You made me so happy. You made me laugh. You made me cry.
Well, listen, let me tell you this. At Unpack Your Life, we believe that sometimes we have to unpack all those old stories,
Baby.
expectations, and identities just to discover who we really are.
Amen.
You
Amen.
know? And I have to
Yeah.
ask my audience, what have you unpacked in your own life that makes space for the person you are today? Or guess what? Or you're becoming. Talk
Girl,
about
that's
it.
beautiful.
Talk amongst yourselves. Now, Lena,
Oh,
let everybody know where they can find you because I know where to find you.
you know where to find me, honey. I'm like Visa everywhere you want to be. Hey, because when you're here, you with family.
That's right. That's right. That's
Free
right.
bread checks every Friday. Lena's Lounge at Cafeteria.
Mm,
My summer is always crazy. I'm back doing my summer star residency on the island, so I'm there once a month. Actually, this coming August, I'll be there twice. I'll be in P Town
love it.
and then doing a few other music festivals or whatever. So you can follow me on my IG. I think it's the Lina Bradford, and I'm on Spotify. I'm on Mixcloud, and I'm my XM radio show on my brother Andy Cohen's Kiki Lounge, Sunset on the
Love it.
Porch every
Love it.
Sunday from 7 to 10.
Yes, yes. And you got to tune into her podcast, guys. Trust me.
Oh yes, and every Thursday, me and my girlfriend Connie. We have a podcast called Tea with Connie and Lena, and it's on all your streaming platforms, and of course for your visual stimulation on YouTube.
Yes, I love it. And I love you so much.
I love you,
And
Jane.
you know where to find me. I'm on Unpack Your Life on all your social media platforms. And you can find me on Instagram or as the young kids go, the gram at Jane Bond ____. And I am there for you to unpack your life. Come join us the next time. Lena, thank you so much. I love you. I love it, guys. You had the best show of our lives today. Thank you.
Girl, what? What did we just? I feel so uplifted. I feel like I'm ready to like run. That's